Welcome to the M&S video, Pensions, Understanding the Basics. This video provides an overview of how workplace pension schemes operate. There are two main types of pension schemes. Firstly, defined benefit. This includes final salary schemes. These provide a guaranteed income for your retirement, but most private sector companies have now closed these schemes. The other is defined contribution, which works like a pot of savings. The value is not guaranteed as you have the risk of investment. These are now common in the workplace. Let's take a look at defined contribution schemes in more detail. As a member of a defined contribution scheme, such as the one offered to you by M&S, you will usually be required to make contributions. These contributions are normally tax-free, meaning you don't pay income tax on the money you pay in. Your employer will usually be required to pay in too. As these contributions continue each month, they are invested in your own savings pot. Any growth from these investments is tax efficient. You will normally need to be at least 55 years old before you are allowed to access the savings held in your pension. When you decide to access your savings, you can choose how you would like to receive the money. The first 25% of any savings can usually be received as a tax-free lump sum. Anything that remains can either be received as a taxable lump sum or can be used to generate a taxable income in retirement. We cover this in more detail in the videos in Chapter 3. Having considered the general features of defined contribution pensions, let's look at what can affect their value. There are a number of factors that can impact the value of your pension savings. It's important to be aware of these, as they will help you understand why your pension savings might change in value over time. The first of these is the amount that's paid in, by you and your employer. The more that is paid in, the more you are likely to have at retirement. Of equal importance is how long these contributions are paid in for and how long your money is invested for. Contributing even small amounts can add up over the long term with investment growth. Getting your retirement savings on track early can make your retirement plans more affordable. As your money is invested, the performance will also impact the value of your savings. The value of these investments is likely to change over time. This means that if you check the value of your savings regularly, you may notice that they rise and fall. The aim of investing your savings is for your money to grow over the long term. The more your investments grow, the greater the value your savings will be at retirement. Pension providers charge for administering and investing your money. These charges are deducted from your savings. Charges are normally low, however they can impact the value of your savings over time. Inflation can also reduce the buying power of your savings. Inflation is the rising cost of goods and services over time. As inflation rises, the price of the goods and services you can spend your money on increases. This means what you can afford to buy with your savings reduces. Over the long term, this can make a large impact. If investment returns from your pension exceed both inflation and the charges deducted, your pension savings will grow in real terms. Now let's look at defined benefit pensions. Defined benefit schemes are a type of pension that provides a secure income throughout retirement. This security is funded by the employer. This pension income is normally based on a calculation using the member's salary and the number of years in the scheme. You may be able to choose to retire before the scheme retirement age. If you do this, it will usually reduce your pension. In addition to providing a pension income, these schemes usually offer a tax-free lump sum at retirement in exchange for a lower income. You may be a deferred member of the M&S pension scheme, which is a type of defined benefit scheme. The M&S pension scheme is now closed. This means members are no longer building up an income, but any pension income they have built up in the past is kept safe. You may also have a defined benefit pension from a previous employer. Further information on the M&S pension scheme can be found in the next steps below. Remember that pensions are not the only way that you can save for retirement. This is the end of the Pensions Understanding the Basics video. Please click the next steps below the video to learn more and use the knowledge checker to test your learning. Please be aware that this video is provided for illustrative purposes. It is not intended to be used for financial planning and does not constitute financial advice. Whilst every effort is made to ensure the accuracy of information contained in the video, it cannot be guaranteed.